Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening, and welcome back to Green Flags and Tight Chains, the official social media podcast of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association. For those of you who were watching the show in the past, and my people who did a lot of interacting with me, commenting, watching, sorry that I've not been on for quite a while. Did a combo show with this on Outlaw Live last week. Previous 2 weeks before that, took a little time, did some family vacations. I am a teacher. It is summertime. My family is very accustomed to traveling. So we went to the Omaha Zoo in the College World Series there for a little bit. And then the following week, it was in Niagara Falls with the other side of the family. Just really, really hard to do this from a motorhome. So we are back, and we are back right in the hot bed, heating up. It's an outlaw summer. And those of you who watch Outlawed Live with Ron Stone, and like always, Ron Stone, thank you so much for having me on your show, for being a mentor to me, and for everything that you do. Excellent show tonight, bud. So for those of you tuning over from that, welcome. And as you saw, a lot of pulling action going down this week with the Outlaw. I always point to the wrong side. Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association. They're hooking in Albion right now. We're going to Concord, Nebraska tomorrow night. We're going to Ottawa, Iowa Thursday night. We're going to Rock Valley, Thunder in the Valley, the Bounce Back, Rally the Valley, Valley Strong, Truck and Tractor Pull on Friday. And then Saturday noon, we're hitting the dirt again right there in Rock Valley. And then Saturday night, the Outlaws are doing something that I think that they're actually famous for, and I think is one of the coolest things that we do in pulling. We're going in different directions. We're splitting it up. You heard Ron and I talking about this on the show earlier. Part of the band's going to David City. The rest of us are staying in Rock Valley, where everyone's chasing that well-earned rock reward for your top score on the weekend. So what do we do on this show? For those of you who haven't seen, this is where we break down the social media aspect of things. We look at the Outlaws Facebook page and we talk about what is going on. What are the press releases? What are the hypothetical questions? What are the fans saying? Who is generating what content? And basically, what do you guys want to see? What do you want to talk about? It's a live show. It's an interactive show. I want to engage with you guys. So tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what you want to talk about. Tell me some hypothetical questions that you have. That's what I try to generate on the page, and we'll talk about those. You came out of the woodwork this week. You did awesome. I always try to hit 100 comments. Anytime that I have one of those hypothetical questions, if we can get that up to 100 comments, I know I've done something that you, the fans, enjoy. And we hit that century mark earlier this week. We're going to be talking about that question as well as some other awesome ones. So let's go ahead and do a little screen share right here. And we'll see what's going down on the Outlaw Facebook page. But before we do that, I'm going to be a little self-indulgent. I hope you guys had an awesome 4th of July. I called it Thursday was the 4th of July. Then we had Friday. Boy, that was Freedom Friday. And then Saturday, I called that Missouri Day, because what did we do on Missouri Day? Let me just show you. I'm an absolute knucklehead, and I generated my favorite profile picture that I've ever had. We went out on the brand new 14-foot John boat, and we waved the Missouri flag, and we went crazy. We had an awesome time. Hope your 4th of July was just as great. Really hard to get in a boating accident when you have a John boat and a trolling motor. So enough being a knucklehead. Let's slide on over here and look at the Outlaw Facebook page, the official Facebook page of all things Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you and your buddies are doing tonight. Let me know what the next pull you're going to is. Let me know how things are going in Albion if you're live streaming that. Fun one right here. Outlaw said they mentioned there might be a surprise in the earlier Show Me Shootout, Warrensburg, Missouri. Here's a press release right here. The Show Me Shootout. Thank you to my good friend Brent Roberts. Met him and got to talking with him in Boonville, Missouri. Took a video for me. Had a little bit of bad luck down there. It looks like Brent Roberts and Roberts Brothers Transportation are going to help make it happen. The Pro Stock Semi class. Looks like the Pro Stock Semis are going to be hooking in Warrensburg. I've got family in Warrensburg. Got a couple of aunts that live in Warrensburg. Handful of awesome cousins. Hey, guys, you want to watch some outlaw pulling? Talk to me. I'll make sure that you get to see that. Cole Lundahl says the track is looking great for tomorrow here in Concord. Cole's going to be taking pictures of the farm pull right now, and I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Cole, I love reading everything you come up with on social media, my man. I can always count on you for reliable, well thought out, enthusiastic content. Cole is a pulling anthology. If you want to talk truck and tractor pulling, and if you want to see some great photos and camera operation, Cole is your man. He knows all things pulling, especially outlaw pulling. Scrolling right down through here, big title sponsor, Case IH. One of the reminders I've set on my phone, going to hook myself up with some Case IH merchandise that I'll be able to distribute at some of the shows that I'm working this summer. So big thank you to them. Jeremy Paulson and the Hawkeye Hooker. Man, they had some unfortunate luck last time I saw them. Took a little bounce for the ounce out there in Arlington, hoping that they're going to rally. That's a fun tractor to watch. I love that light super stock ag class. You really never know what you're going to get. You run a big old cube motor with a single turbo. You can run a smaller cube motor with as many turbos as you want. You can earn a few more cubes if you put it on diesel and a few more pounds if you put it on diesel. But wouldn't you know, those spark plug boys, they're hard to beat. They're hard to beat. Full pull picks. Yes, absolutely. If you want to get involved in the gaming side of truck and tractor pulling and earn yourself a little bit of money on the side, you can put your money where your mouth is. Full Pull Picks. You can go out to fullpull.us, click on picks, or download the app, and they are going to be in Concord, Nebraska for the 3200 Super Field, the modified two-wheel drives, the light super ags. So if you're pulling in those classes, make sure that you do get signed up as soon as possible. Ron and I talked about the Holganix Midwest Summer Sweep. Too cool for school. Click on these photos, look through them. Things are absolutely awesome there. More awesome news, just getting all the support they deserve right here at Rock Valley. The cleanup is pretty much done. Campers should be able to come in tomorrow. Pulling starts on Friday. Free will donation. Free will donation. It's free. It's free. The pull is free. There is no cover charge. You get to go to Thunder in the Valley 100% free of charge, but they are accepting donations. The entirety of those donations go back to the community. No one's walking away with anything. If you can give, that'd be a great time to give. You know, if pulling is your church, the collection basket, it's passing around. Here's a great post. I think Mackenzie posted this one earlier today. I could switch over there and show you who did what, but we'll just keep scrolling just like this. Mackenzie highlighting, made some awesome videos. Let's just watch this video together. I bet I can put this up here. Let's see if I'm tech savvy. These were two of the best runs that I've seen all season. I say that about everybody all the time, but truly these were two of the best runs that I've seen all season long. Donald Nelson sweeps White Texas. Will you guys watch these with me? Looks like on that first hook, that was Friday night. Friday night, he didn't get the front end quite as high, and the track did take him a little bit to the left. Kind of said, excuse me, to the flag man there, but still got the job done. Now watch how perfect his Saturday night pass is. Oh, yeah, front end comes up. And then it just glides for the rest of it. Back pedal, back pedal, back pedal. Thank you very much. That's a walk-off win in my home state. Congratulations to Donald Nelson. Crazy to think that we haven't been pulling since White. That seems like forever ago. But that 4th of July weekend was very, very much welcomed. Welcomed by all. So well done, Kinsey, for putting that video together. If it was someone else and it wasn't Kinsey, sorry if I do not give you the right credit. Try to make reels. I'm really trying to develop more in the world of social media. I will accept all the tips, suggestions, help, feedback that you have. I'm a 34-year-old public school teacher. I'm not cool and savvy with the technology. Give me your feedback, but I'm trying to get out there, trying to make all the content for you guys, trying to make sure that you know when the pulls are, what's going on. So reels, every morning I try to come up here in my office, make a reel. I'm figuring stuff out. Sorry that you have to see my face so frequently. Just excited about pulling. This one was fun. I threw this on here, threw this on my personal page, and Jason informed me I needed to go on the Outlaw page. But yeah, we talked about this in the Outlaw live show as well. We've got a Canadian coming to pull with us all week long. Going to be a twin Allison at times. Just Another Invader by Bill Prince. We cannot wait to see that. Thunder in the Valley, man, we've said all there is to say about that, even though there is never too much to say. And the Monona County Fair in Ottawa, Iowa, you heard Ron say over 80 hooks in that already. Now, this was a fun one. This feels like a Hope question. I bet if I switched over right now, we would see that Hope posted this up. Do you collect any pulling memorabilia or merchandise? And what is your favorite item? How about you guys out there? What do you collect? Do you collect pulling memorabilia or merchandise? My son collects hero cards. All the hero cards. Got them right here. I stole some of them. This is not fancy decoration. These are my 5-year-old son's hero cards, and I wanted to have like a cool pulling office. I bet we've got 50 of these things. So we collect these right here. So whoever wrote this, I'm going to chime in on my answer. We've got Sweet Pain, and we've got the Red Rock Super Farm right there. So we collect hero cards. I've got some others that I used to hang on the wall before I went exclusive Outlaw. We've got all sorts of them. Charles Thomas says collects t-shirts. I got my Beer Money Pulling Team Remedy t-shirt on right now. I have a handful of t-shirts, definitely way more hero cards. I really like collecting magazines and programs as well, but I would say the biggest thing that I and my sons collect are the Ertl tractors. Lots of those. While we're talking collection, big shout out. You know what? This works on both levels. Joe Claypool just talked about how he will be running points. So this was given to me a few weeks ago from a very good friend of mine. This is the Risky Business truck now. This is, if you see Joe Claypool's truck, this is exactly what it looks like, down to almost every single detail. But this is not what it looked like beforehand. This was owned by Cody Lewis back when it was called Fired Up. So we do collect a few pulling toys as well. So that one works because a great friend gave that to me. And also, it is the identical truck that still pulls right here with us in the Outlaws. Charles says, last one I got was a Hauling Grass 4x4 pulling truck. Macon, Missouri last year. Absolutely. Macon, Missouri. I'm straight west of Macon. That's where we do our grocery shopping. 5 miles outside of Macon, which is where that truck existed with both of its owners. Love the pull at Macon. And I really, really like the Hauling Grass 4-wheel drive. We featured them on Green Flags and Tight Chains last week. That is a beautiful, beautiful truck. So let's see what people said. I feel like hero cards. Jim Harmon, good friend from Shelby County, Missouri, says he collects pulling toys and magazines. My father builds pulling toys. That's his new thing. He builds 1/64th scale pulling models. So, Jim, contact old Brad Idle. He'll have to build you a toy. Printed yearbooks, absolutely. Love those. Fred Petch gifted me several Outlaw programs. Those are stinking useful. Do your history lesson. Go back and read the old programs. Flip through, look and see who's owned what, who has been the points champion in the past. Thank you very much to Fred for gifting those to me. The yearbooks and programs. Autograph cards, absolutely. Unique items signed. Having 2 sons is the best thing ever because you can pretend that you are getting an autograph for your child. I've got like 100 pullers autographs. I walk up there as like a grown-ass man, and I'm like, hey, I've got a 5-year-old who really wants your signature, and he's like at home asleep or something. And then I get a hero card with the puller signature. So, yeah, definitely autograph cards, getting anything signed is fun. Russ Dostal. Russ is another one of those awesome contributors. He says friendships. That's what he collects. Well said. Stickers. Outlaw stickers from back in the 90s. That'd be freaking dope. Bobby Holt, post some pictures. I want to see your old school Outlaw pictures. Outlaws made the t-shirt, had the events on the back. Definitely. Autograph cards. Any swag. T-shirts, hoodies, hats. A lot of t-shirts. Cody Agent says he collects pulling tractors. Yeah, there are some of us out there that do that as well. Charles, where are you watching from tonight? You're very interactive. Thank you so much for that. Macon is a great place. Also used to have Four Bears, four-wheel drive pro stock pulling truck back in the early 90s. The Four Bears was my grandfather's favorite pulling truck. The Three Bears, with the Four Bears? I think it was called the Three Bears. Either way, he loved that truck. Had the bear sitting in the passenger seat with him. The bear would get to bounce anytime he had a good run. Charles watched from Kirksville, Missouri, home of the Nemo Fair, Northeast Missouri. Yep, that's where grew up just outside of Kirksville. Now I live just outside of Macon. So thank you for being a loyal fan and a local supporter. That is awesome. Hopefully you're attending some pulls this summer. Rock Valley Pull, we talked about this on Outlaw Live. It is only going to be streamed on fullpull.live. So I really need to make sure that people hear and understand this. Fullpull.live is the only place you're going to be able to watch Rock Valley. If you have an outlawpulling.tv subscription, it's still going to be valid. We will be sending you a code, but you do have to jump over to Full Pull. They have made an agreement to stream that just because of the magnitude of the pull. Moving on down, Billy Decker, Concord, North Carolina, is our City Connect live streaming courtesy package winner. Talked about that on Outlawed Live. And I promise that we're going to get down to my fun hypothetical question. Pullers, you did a great job of this one. I got put on an assignment today. We need to make sure that we know everybody's pulling team hashtag or handle. I asked all the Outlaw pullers, tag yourself in this, and I think, several of you did that. Cottonmouth, 3688 or 5488. It's an 88 series. It's awesome. Yes, can't not talk about this. Dave Bennett, thank you to Dave's son, Brian, as well as Dave Nelson. Thank you very much for keeping everybody updated on the developing situation regarding Dave and his late wife and their tragic accident. As an announcer, there is no way I am not influenced by the charisma and style of Dave Bennett. I steal his phrases. I try to give them credence. I try to make sure that I give him credit for those phrases. But when you grow up watching truck and tractor pulling and you see someone like Dave, who you can just feel the enthusiasm and the knowledge seeping from, you want to be holding a microphone. So Dave, thoughts and prayers from the entire Outlaw family. I spent the whole day responding to comments, hundreds of comments, probably into the thousands, supporting Dave. It's been a tough summer to be an outlaw, but we're a family and we're going to get through this together. So going to Ottawa, Iowa, absolutely. Never Enough's going to be dialed in. I have no doubt about that. Me yakking about the polls this week, I'll spare you that. You're looking at my face right now. You don't have to look at me twice. Here's the one I want to look at. Let's look at this right here. Let's look at outlaw vehicles from days gone by. If you could watch any former outlaw vehicle go down the track one more time, which would it be? So my question here is, you get to watch a vehicle go down the track, outlaw exclusive, that you don't get to see anymore. Either the vehicle is retired, it's gone, it's sold, it doesn't exist anymore, or it detonated. It's like the Remedy 4-1 and it's in 27,000 pieces scattered to the wind, or it has sold and moved outside of where we would typically see it. Which vehicle, one of those scenarios, do you wish that you could see? The fans spoke up boldly with 114 comments on this, and we saw some very, very common answers. And I was really poor at being your engagement specialist because my outlaw pulling history is still developing. So let's examine some of these together. Charles has a good question here. Charles is going to be going to some pulls. Says, Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association considered adding pro stock semis to their banners. Which banners where? Give me a little more information on that, and I'll see what I can do to find out for you. Charles says, I'll be attending Nemo Fair Pulling Tuesday, then Macon in August. Charles, I do not mean to be the bearer of bad news, but we are not pulling in Macon this year. Simply didn't get on the schedule. So unless you know something I don't, hopefully things are good to go. But yeah, if you could look at a vehicle from years past, this dreaded red, this ace in the hole came up a lot. A lot. Red Royal. Now, the Red Royal, I remember. The Red Royal was absolutely awesome. If you guys could watch one more video, there's a handful of you guys still watching. I know it's getting late. I know it's a Tuesday night. It's a weeknight. We have to work tomorrow. But tell me, if you could watch one vehicle go down the track again, what would Ace in the hole? Okay, here it is again. Ace in the hole. Somebody hop on here. Dreaded Red. This one got brought on here a lot. Now, good ones. This one I know somewhat. Okay, good one's Old Tractor. Pro Fox got mentioned quite a lot. Country Pride, Pro Stock Truck. Yeah, Pride of the Farm. Dennis Goodwin's Pride of the Farm. That's one, yes, I've heard a lot about this one. So here's this same one coming back up again. Beautiful Noise. Yes, Beautiful Noise got brought up an absolute ton. So Don Schulting, let me make sure I'm saying all this right. Don Schulting Sr. had Beautiful Noise. I think I saw that in one of the programs Fred gave me. I'm going to go downstairs and look at it and double check that. And then Don Schulting Jr. is now pulling the 1066 that had just a massive, massive win in Arlington, Nebraska. Really, really cool pulling family. So Beautiful Noise, that one came up a ton. Kevin Davis and the Rooster, definitely that is a fan favorite. BG Party Pull Guy says the Banner Brothers 6-engine modified. I believe they had one that had a 7. I think they had a 7-engine mod. But help me out. Don't think they ever pulled Outlaw. Don't believe that would have really the timeline and the styles and the classes. So this one wanted to know Outlaw pullers. Which Outlaw puller? I'll post the same question, though, in Beer Money Pulling Team group, BMPT group. I'll post the same question, and we will look at that. But yes, banners, very, very cool. Ace in the hole. Ace in the hole coming up again. I've got to get on the phone with Fred and some people who were just kind of in that Outlaw stuff a little bit before me. And I promise I will get in here a little bit more. But yeah, those are some of the ones. Beautiful Noise came up a lot. Red Royal came up a lot. Ace in the hole came up a lot. Yep. Charles, I see your comment. See your comment right there. Do some digging on that. There's news right there that maybe you might not be aware of. I'm not going to throw that one up on the screen right now, just out of respect. But that one, I'll message you privately concerning that one and kind of give you the tea on that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. That's what I wanted to get to. Is 23 minutes already. What a freaking stacked week of pulling. What a fun week of pulling. Let's hit it one more time. I'll be in tonight, then Concord, Nebraska tomorrow night, Ottawa, Iowa Thursday night, Rock Valley Friday night, 6:30 start time, Rock Valley noon start time, Rock Valley 6 o'clock start time on Friday, and then David City. The points are going to shake up. The pullings are going to shake up. The community at Rock Valley deserves this. We're going to be on our A game. I'm leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't even need a coal train. I'm so excited. I hope you're excited. Green flags and tight chains, folks. Pulling is fun. Thank you guys for watching.